Hey everybody, so it is time for the week that was. This month has been all mixed up with just everything that's been going on, so I'm actually covering the last 2 weeks, because last week I dropped the monthly wrap-up, since I was going to be out of town, and there wouldn't have been anything for the weekly wrap-up. Alright, so what did we finish reading? 2 books. I finished, the last one was Side Jobs by Jim Butcher. That is book 12 and a half in the Dresden's Files. It is a bunch of short stories that happen in and around that were all from different publications and stuff, but they were all centered around Dresden. So he put that together as a group, little anthology. I did enjoy it. I gave it 4 stars. There were a couple of 5 stars in there. I feel like the very last one in that series, and it's just me, but the very last one, sorry, in that anthology was just a little bit down for me. I won't go into details because there's some very specific things that happen in that story that I feel like could kind of be spoiler-ishy, and I just don't want to touch them. But it wasn't my thing. It was told from a different character's point of view, and I wasn't. It's not that it had to be from somebody else, because there's also a story in there that's told from Thomas's point of view, which I really liked. But this one, and again, I won't go into any details, just kind of dragged it down a little bit for me. But it's hard to have an anthology series that gets 5 stars just because you're getting a bunch of different novellas, short stories, whatever in there. But overall, again, 4 stars. I did enjoy it. And the book before that, and let me make sure I get the name right on this one. I apologize, guys. Was Devils Like Us by L.T. Thompson. That one I also gave 4 stars. I thought it had a really good plot to it. I don't know if I'll do a review. You can check out my Goodreads review on that one. I still need to put up the Dresden File one on Goodreads, but it's hard to do a review of short stories. You know what I'm saying? All right. Anyhow, but it was a pretty decent story. It was just there were some parts that were kind of seemed to be all over the place, or stuff that just happened out of nowhere. So it was a little weird for me. But overall, again, I still like the overall story. Definitely feel like I need to see where it goes, but I'm not sure. I can't remember if that's a series or if that was a standalone. It might be a standalone. Anyhow, I only got 2 books read in 2 weeks. Yes, I only got 2 books read in 2 weeks. It has been a crazy. Y'all know where I've been. I was at Worldcon. Am I going to tell you about Worldcon? No, I should tell you about Worldcon, but next Thursday, the 28th at 5:30 Central, I'm doing a live stream with Juan Carlos, aka The Advocate. He's also a booktuber, and he happens to live in Seattle. So a little bit of locals flair there. Tell us what he thought of it. And I have invited a few other people. I don't know who all is going to show up or not, so I don't want to say any names. But yeah, if you wanted to know about Worldcon, and I know a lot of the booktubers and stuff and authors are dropping, what happened, this, that, and the other. But if you want to be in on a live stream and you can ask questions and things like that, again, 5:30 Central on Thursday. I know it's a little bit of a weird time, but I worked during the day, so I didn't have the morning free, and Juan had something going on in the evening, I think, so he couldn't be on too late, and he's on the Pacific time. So we kind of fit it in where we could, to be honest with you. We figured if we waited too much longer, nobody's going to care anymore. So, again, if you're interested on our thoughts on Worldcon, on cons in particular, especially since this was my first ever one, come hang out with us. Come chat. We'll see. We'll answer what we can answer, and if we get lucky, maybe some other people hop on. Maybe they can answer some questions too. So again, that's why I got almost nothing. I'm going to try to say this right. I saw Kwong pronounce this the other day. You know what? I'm not going to be able to say it right because she said it a couple different ways, but I think it's a Katabasis. No, Katabasis. I think she pronounces it Katabasis. Don't quote me on that, but I'm 99% sure I saw a video where she says that's how she pronounces it at home. But yeah, she doesn't correct people if they pronounce it another way. She figures, it's your book, you're reading it, you pronounce it how you want. But anyhow, Katabasis. I swear that's right. I'm going to feel like an idiot if I'm saying it wrong, but I did take that with me because I thought, con ends at a certain time. I'm probably not going to stay up all night. I get home. I usually like to relax, read before I fall asleep. Yeah, no, I got 7 pages into that book. I am still reading it, and I'm liking it so far, but I'm nowhere near finished with it. So again, reading, nothing done. TV again. I was at Worldcon all week, nothing done on that front either. So for the week that was, the only thing of any major that happened in the last 2 weeks, which is how long it's been, is I did drop the Cassandra Caw interview on Monday while I was gone. While I was gone? Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't drop anything this week other than a few shorts. I also dropped a few shorts the week before. The only thing that's really happened of any import since the last time I dropped an interview for you, or interview, since the last time I dropped a video for you was, of course, the Cassandra Caw interview. We finally got together for that one, and that dropped on the Monday right before I headed off to Worldcon. And that is it. What else we got going on? Again, Juan and I are going to have that live stream on Thursday, and then also, what do I got going on the rest of the week? I don't have it posted yet. I did just interview H.G. Perry yesterday. I'm going to get that edited up a little bit. Basically, going to cut out some of the pauses. We had to put pauses between our questions and answers because of the fact she's in New Zealand, and so even with a good internet connection, we still had that little bit of lag as I was talking to her in the future, as we like to joke. So I'll get that trimmed up and get that posted this weekend for the patrons, and then that'll go live on Monday. So that one was done, and then the next interview I've got going. Oh, I've got also. Yeah, next week's going to be much busier because the 28th I've got the Worldcon live stream with the Advocate, and then on Friday, 99% sure, I believe Friday I've also got the live stream with Josh from Already Overbooked. So it's going to be busy. We got a couple busy days coming up next week, and then I've had a little bit of a leeway here because I didn't have any, like for H.G. Perry, I'd already read the book, so I was golden on that one. But then I got a couple more. I think the next 2 interviews, I still need to read the books, so I need to buckle down. I need to get busy. I might be doing a lot of reading this weekend. That's all I'm saying. All right. So, appreciate you guys. Questions, queries, conundrums, leave them down in the comments. And, feel free to go check out that Cassandra Caw interview if you haven't already seen it. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And if you're not doing anything on Monday night, 7 o'clock is when I should be dropping the H.G. Perry one. So, interviews. I've got them. Come watch them. Please. All right. Have a good one.